Tired of the 9-to-5 grind and the mountain of student loan debt? Imagine a life where you're your own boss, making six figures, and working on your own terms. That's the reality for thousands of tradespeople today. And in this video, I'm going to share with you why I chose a drill over a degree and how you can do it too. Hey pros, I'm so glad you're here. If we're just meeting for the first time, my name is Santiago from SOS Garage Door Service, and I've been serving the garage door community here in Southern California for roughly about 20 years. And I've been able to grow a YouTube channel along with my business that's catered for pro tips and tech reviews for residential garage door needs. And well, this channel's a little different specifically because I know there's a lot of people out there, there's a lot of pros like yourselves, perhaps technicians or people wanting to get into the business that want to start their own home service business. And I'm here to help. I want to basically give you my knowledge in a way that might benefit you if you're starting right now. I know there's probably a lot of people out there who are looking to start their own home service business, and they're probably a technician, maybe in the electrical space, HVAC, plumbing space, and they're just looking to, now transition into doing their own thing, which I think is great. I think we need more people in the trades, and that's not to say, especially if you've clicked on this video, that going to college is not important, but just thinking about how, in my circumstance, how I was pretty much like a college dropout, for lack of a better expression, and I needed to focus my energy and my efforts into a business or into a career that was going to provide me the necessary freedom to do what I want to do or pursue the passions that I care about. Now, that being said, one of the reasons why the trades are so important today is because there's a huge exodus. There's a huge amount of baby boomers and people within the industry that are looking to retire. And the workforce that's currently required, or I should say needed, for those that are exiting the home service business trades and pretty much the construction trades and things like that, it's not even equivalent. That is the amount of people that are leaving, exiting. There's not enough people getting into the trades to be able to suffice and to handle the workload. So we're now seeing a deficiency to a certain degree. And thinking about like my experience, I'm grateful that I was able to learn a trade. In fact, I come from a family of tradesmen. My father was an electrician by trade, and he ended up working for the city later in his life. In addition to that, I have uncles and cousins that are also in the trades, and they're having, or I should say, they are successful in what they do. But of course, thinking about or weighing the cost out about whether you would go to college or get into the trades, I mean, there are some things that you want to consider, specifically just to kind of determine what's best for you and your needs. And so I'm kind of here to maybe share what I know. Actually, I am here to share what I know, so that way you can have a successful business launch or start your own business in whatever trades or whatever home service profession you want to get into. And this channel is going to be all about that. This channel is going to be for those who are looking to get into the home service businesses or the home service profession, to be able to grow their business, to be able to launch their business, to be able to market their business, even with YouTube. Now, why would you want to get into the trades versus getting a college degree? Well, there's three specific reasons. Number one, you would reach financial freedom faster. Now, that's kind of funny in my opinion. If you think about financial freedom, well, financial freedom doesn't necessarily mean that you would never have to work again. That's just not true. Working is necessary in order to be financially free. It's working smarter versus working harder. That's the key. So when it comes to financial freedom, you want to take into account that you're going to start off the bat without any student debt. Now think about that. If you get into college, all of the loans that you're going to have to acquire, all of the money you're going to have to spend into basically getting your books and all of those other factors. I mean, honestly, it is tremendous today. I can understand why so many are deterring, and that is they're not going to college today, and why there's a huge unsurmountable need for those who have gone to college that are looking for debt relief forgiveness or something to that effect. Now, to give you a little bit about my backstory, I did spend the money to go to a technical college. I spent the thousands of dollars to be able to learn a specific career and be able to grow in that career. I later realized that I was not happy going to college, and I knew that that career wasn't going to make me happy either. It turned out that I did drop out. Actually, I got kicked out of college about 3 weeks before graduation. And so I don't want to get too much into that. But the reality is that I ended up leaving college with a huge amount of debt and nothing to show for it. And then thinking in turns that I needed to get a job in order to pay that debt. To be honest with you, I'm probably one of the few that paid off my debt going to college, and, had nothing to show for it. But that's okay. That's a lesson learned for me. I was able to take that and fuel it into what I now do today, knowing and recognizing that the trades was my key to getting out of that financial debt. Now, take into account that when you have your own home service business, you're able to set your own rates. That is your own pricing. And so in order to get out of debt, well, you probably want to have something very expensive that you sell and be able to sell that very good. And of course, if you're not able to sell the most expensive, maybe you can drop down to the medium expensive service that you provide or product that you provide. And at the very least, you'll still be able to sell the most entry-level product or entry-level service. And again, you would be able to get to that financial freedom or that debt-free freedom faster. And that's really what I think financial freedom is. It's basically being debt-free. And that's the reason why I chose a drill over a degree, because I wanted to be able to start making money now and to provide for my family and to be able to have a sense of accomplishment, knowing and recognizing that I had the ability to do something really awesome, really high end. And of course, if no one could afford that, or if my customer couldn't afford it, then I'd provide them another option that would still get them great results. And of course, the entry level option. And so thinking about that with your home service business, it's one of the benefits that you can provide as you start your own career. The second reason why I think it's great to be a home service professional is the fact that you're able to acquire skills. And this is a very interesting topic to me, because skills, everybody has skills. You have specific skills, and those skills are so unique to your person, to your personality, and to your knowledge that, quite frankly, that's probably one of the best ways to market your business. Now, before we get into that, just think in terms of the skills that you currently have. That is, can you cook? Can you bake? Can you clean? Can you build something? Can you tear down something? Can you haul something away? Can you lead a group? Can you help people get out of a certain situation faster? Think about all of those skills that you currently have and how you could easily take those skills and build your own home service business. This fascinates me tremendously because I didn't realize that when I started in my home service business, I was sitting on a gold mine. There was a number of skills that I had acquired throughout my life that I was like, you know what? I could use this for my own business. And then as time progressed in my own craft, learning the garage door trade, fixing specific garage doors, learning from the manufacturers, and utilizing my skills to benefit my community, well, it was just, the sky was the limit. I mean, I was able to do so much with the skills that I had acquired. So the fact that you're able to, again, you're able to utilize these skills for your benefit in a way that is unique to you, because a lot of people will say, well, there's the right way and the wrong way. Well, yeah, that's true in a lot of degrees when it comes to certain trades. But when you have a specific style, or that is, if you have a specific way that you approach your craft, your skill, how you fix certain things, how you service certain things, well, then, that's unique to you. And that's one of the reasons why I think gaining those skills, those practical skills, are so vital today, because again, there's a huge workforce exiting right now the trades, and we just need a lot of people today to get into the trades so they're able to provide these type of services today. And again, this excites me so much because I realize that whenever you're dealing with the trades, well, you're giving something that's directly from you. So you have a specific style, you have a specific way of doing your work, and I would say just hone in on that. That will make you special, that will make you different, and that will make you probably more sought out in your community within your specific craft. The third reason why I think you should pick a drill over a degree is being able to have that work-life balance. Now, for me, having that work-life balance, that is, I have my own business and I know that I can set my own schedule, that I can pretty much have the flexibility to do the work that I need to do. And if I can knock out my week, in other words, if I have my target goal for the week, and if I can knock that out, Monday through Thursday, hey, guess what? I'm taking Friday off, or I'm going to be able to take the family somewhere, or I'm going to go to the beach, or I'm going to go golfing, or whatever the case is, whatever you like to do, being able to have that home service business, to be able to have that flexibility is really nice. In addition to that, that flexibility will also enable you to be working on your business as opposed to working in your business. And one of the traps that I found when I started my business was basically having to find leads while I was also doing the work. Now, that's kind of like a challenge, right? Because obviously you got to get the jobs done in order to get paid. But in order to get jobs, you've got to figure out some way to market. And that's going to be something that you're going to find in each of the challenges that you'll find in any home service trade. But if you have, or that is, if the generation that's exiting right now, the trades, if they had the tools that we have today, such as social media, such as YouTube, trust me, I think that a lot of people would have reached those financial goals, would have been able to stay out of debt, would have been able to stay in business. And it's just so easy to do it now with this digital age that we're living in. And that's one of the things that I teach specifically in my program. Basically, I have an ebook that we're providing. But if you're interested in just knowing the basics, the simple principles, we have a free resource in the link below. It is our Brand Brainstorming Igniter. This is basically designed to help those home service pros be able to start, grow, launch their business, to be able to help them market their own brand, all of the great things that we've talked about, your personal way of doing your work and the craft that you have. You know what? That's something very marketable. So hone in on that, because again, you want to be able to find those leads, and it's best to get them organically than having to spend so much on advertisement and being able to just pay for ads that sometimes may not have a specific or a direct return of investment. But again, if you have that flexibility, you'll be able to do that better. Because if you're working every day, if you're working 7 days a week, in fact, on the craft or your trade, well, where do you have your time to kind of refine your business? Again, instead of working in your business, you want to be working on your business. So definitely take that into account. And of course, if you're interested in how we do that, we have link in the descriptions. And so those are just 3 reasons why I chose a drill over a degree. And if you're watching this video, you're probably at that pivoting point where maybe you're getting in from that novice into a technician phase, and then you're looking to probably find your exit strategy to make your own home service business. And trust me, there are so many businesses right now that are perfect, primed for the trades. People, again, are just looking for a way to be able to dominate their own schedule, to be able to dominate their own financial freedom, that is, get out of debt quicker. And if you think about how the trades could be marketed in a specific way directly to you, well, then that's what you want to hone into. And I encourage you to do so. So I'd love to hear your comments. If you have any questions, please do that below. And especially if you're a home service professional and you're just getting into the trades, please let us know how we can help. You can leave a comment down below. You guys have a great night.